Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Memphis International Raceway, Speedway, whatever it is. We're here for the first race in the 2020 NRSL Jerky Pro Truck Series playoffs for 80 laps of racing around this 3/4 mile short track in the state of Tennessee. It's the 21st race of the season out of 27 overall races. We've got our 12 playoff drivers decided, and we're getting ready for some racing on this gloomy, cloudy day. I'm joined once again by my man, the flip count man, Vince Freeze.
Well, let's see if we have a flip today. But in real talk, the nerves are up, right? First race of the playoffs for these truckers, a new track, never have any setups before. Let's get this on. And strategy, of course, will come into play as we see in all races in the past.
Fastest in practice was James Ellison. He captured the pole as well. We haven't seen significant speed from Ellison since Dega and from his 4-race hot streak over a couple of short tracks at that between Martinsville, the Motordrome, and Bristol Dirt, where he had an average finish of, I think, like 1.4. 2 second-place finishes and a win when they ended the short track skid there. He did well at North Wilkesboro. We'll see how he does here today at Memphis. LJ Toledo starts to his outside. There's another pair of playoff contenders in row 2, RJ Bishop and Carter Friesen. Row 3, Yael Carrillo and Benjamin Ice. Row 4, Cody Rhodes and Andrew Rich. And in row 5, Hillary Sanchez and Dylan Ibrahimian. Edwin Mendez, Keith Rich start near the back of the top 20. And then Cole Baker is on the final row. Henry Sanford starts 34th. Sam Young 31st. Dwayne 27th. And then Donovan Cage is 23rd here. Let's just go through the whole running order. Oop, can't see. Quentin Moore in the 3 truck this weekend. Nico Tringali in the 54. Ace Rogers in the 2 and Gene Sanford in the 8. It'll be Quentin Moore's 6th and final start on his schedule. So Quentin going to try and go out with a win. The winner's not in the playoffs. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. on a part-time schedule won Sandy Flats. And as mentioned 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago now I think, Baran Oskus with 2 wins was 1 point shy.
Drivers, start your engine!
The engines are fired up. The trucks will roll off the pit road. Cloudy conditions, 80 laps. We're expecting these drivers to pit halfway. We believe if they wanted to, they could go 55 laps on a tank of fuel, but we doubt we'll see that today. Maybe tomorrow afternoon in the Cup race, as the Cup race will be an 100-lap event. Today, only 80 laps.
And as always, it's a short track, no yellows. It's
Yes.
fire off and go.
Yes, indeed, no yellows. It's one of 2 no-yellow races for the Truck Series here in the playoffs. The other one will be Papyrus in the round of 8. As they come off a turn 4 green, flag is out, and we're underway. We'll keep the overlay up to see how fast these trucks are going into these corners.
About 135 down the back as Ellison leads us into 3 and 4 with Toledo on the outside. Bishop looking underneath for second.
And Ellison will lead the first lap, a very valuable first bonus point, and it's about 140 into turn 1.
Bishop still looking underneath Toledo for second. Outside is a pretty good run. You know, it's going to hold up, but I think the inside will eventually prevail.
RJ Bishop fighting to the inside of LJ Toledo for second place. As it looks like maybe the outside has a bit of a good run off of turn 2 that maintains even here with Yael Carrillo. 3 and 4, though, it seems like right when they get to the exit, the inside line really comes in.
Entry looks good, then the exit, you're just going to see Carrillo blast off, and that's how we'll get the 3rd spot.
So right now, the top 3 on the track, all playoff drivers, as Carrillo will send it in on RJ Bishop. Meanwhile, James Ellison driving away, looking for what could be that second win of the season. was looking at the leaderboard. I do not see any signs of incidents so far. Cody Rhodes on the inside with a heck of a run. He's going to maybe make it 3 wide here in the turn 1, and he will.
Bishop backs out of that one. It's Marley Baranowskis, our non-playoff driver, looking to play spoiler today.
And Baranowskis got her 2nd win of the season at Armory Digital. It's her first 2-win season in a 3-season career. She won once in both of her previous seasons of competition. So right now, Baranowskis is tied on the all-time wins list with Donovan Cage for 4 wins. Speaking of Donovan Cage, he is up to 15th.
We know Donovan Cage loves those intermediates, so stay tuned if you want some Donovan Cage action down the road.
And the 3 intermediates in the playoffs is Chicagoland next week, Atlanta in the round of 8, and then the finale at Texas, which Cage won last season, though he was not a playoff competitor in 2019. So we're starting to see them single file a bit at the front. Ellison still leads, but Cody Rhodes is up to 2nd, Baranowskis 3rd, and put Ellison's teammate Lucas Catano up to 4th.
Wilson's getting hunted down by a pack of people who want the win, so we'll see what happens as the tires will start to begin to wear off with the new track. We'll see what that comes in as we get a quarter of the way through the run.
Remember, there's 7 races left in the season, and Hendrick, Junior Motorsports, both in the Cup side and the truck side, have said, we want drivers who are going to do well. Otherwise, you're not going to come back in 2021. Ellison has proven that he can stay if he wants to. He made the playoffs. But Lucas Catano sits 31st in the points with 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s. So Catano's got to come out here and win. Maybe finish top 25, top 20 in the points if he even wants a chance, as I see skid marks in turn 3. And Casey Nanako is destroyed.
I think Nanako might hold up Ellison.
It's in turn 1.
Ooh.
Or he'll be down on the apron. Logan York, 2019 champions involved. Perhaps Matthew Logan got a piece of it. But Nanako will not hold up the leaders, as no one else appears to have been involved. Perhaps Toby McCoy got a piece. But I reckon the turn 3, that's going to hold up Henry Sanford. Henry Sanford's at the back here. So we'll go through the order here. He is in 35th at the line. Keith Rich having a bad day. He's in 30th. Andrew Rich has been falling. He's down to 26th. Cole Baker started 42nd. He's made his way into the top 25. We'll see where he is at the line. Indeed, 25th. Now going to try and pass Jeff Toledo. Donovan Cage was moving forward, but now he's on the top side. And a lot of playoff drivers right here at that. He's got Mendez and Sam Young directly in front of him, with Carter Friesen on the inside line. As now Bishop is falling.
About a half-second fall off, too, for some of these trucks. Except for Carter Friesen. I think he ran his last lap was his fastest.
Oh, just about
very close.
It looks like he's maybe been on the top side most of the day. Ace Rogers started in 35th, and he's made it close to the top 10. There's Jeremiah Dwayne. Started 27th, I believe. He's up to 12th. He's going to dive it in for 11th. Now let's look at our top 10. Leland Fief. How about the weekend where there was no truck action, the All-Star weekend? Leland Fief got a hot seat offer. He was the only non-playoff driver to get one. He won the showdown, and he finished 3rd in the All-Star race. So a great All-Star weekend for Fief back at Coca-Cola. Now back to Truck Series competition here today. Top 10 runs so far. He was the first man out on points. So Fief maybe going to try and get this 74 truck 13th in the point standings come season's end. As we go through the rest of the top 10, Quentin Moore 9th, Adam Flickinger 8th. Playoff driver in the Cup Series, had a great run at Charlotte last week. LJ Toledo running 7th, Carrillo 6th, Michael Markle 5th. Rhodes has fallen down to 4th, Catano up to 3rd, Baranowskis in 2nd, as Ellison continues to lead the way.
When he went through the field, the gap was around a second. It's about 0.8 now, so it's stabilizing. It's not too nip and tuck. The lap times are similar here in Memphis.
And it looks like at the front it's only about 0.3 of a second right now, so these drivers have not really hit their cliff. As we look at the fastest lap on the day, it goes to Cody Rhodes with a 23.557. LJ Toledo second on that board. Baranowski's third with a 5.94, and then Ellison with a 23.6. So looking at your top runners, Ellison first, Baranowski second, Rhodes fourth, and LJ Toledo in seventh. Peter Onjak fifth on the board, runs in 25th.
I think Ellison's starting to lose a little edge grip in the one. He's not as nip and tuck on that inside, so it's going to help Baranowski sniff a little draft. Not too much draft here, but down the back and get a little sniff of it.
Let's go on board with the two-time winner who missed out on the playoffs. Let's see just what she's doing to try and track down James Ellison.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lap on board. Baranowski's around Memphis.
One thing I saw there was that.
Oh, go ahead, Vince.
One thing I saw there, Ellison was a little bit above the line, and Baranowski's later on the brakes. Look, it's down to 4/10. I think this is going to be a three-car battle for the lead here shortly.
And Baranowski's might be right there, but Catano is all over her bumper. And lap traffic is coming up. Matthew Logan, I think he's got damage. Yeah, he's got door damage. He's really off the pace. And Logan York's out here with no hood. So lap traffic will be a thing here on the first run, and then I think after pit stops, it'll be an even bigger thing depending what the strategy plays are. As Logan Gentry has fallen to 39th, I don't remember him being involved in that wreck, but perhaps he was.
Wilson's under fire now. Baranowski just later on the brakes.
Top three are Chevys, and now this is a rumor going around the garage area, Vince. Junior Motorsports is looking to acquire the 24 from GMS Racing. As Catano makes a move on Baranowski, this 24 machine could be Junior Motorsports' truck number next year.
It'd be good for Hendrick, that affiliate play. We'll see what happens as Catano making a statement here going underneath that potential offer.
It would be a Junior Motorsports 1-2-3 right now if they do get the 24 for next season. But as far as 2020 is concerned, it's a Junior Motorsports 1-2 here at Memphis. Ellison leads his teammate Catano, trying to get his contract renewed for 2021. He's got to get a win.
I don't think Ellison's just going to get this win handed to him with his teammate. He's going to have to fight this one, especially with Catano's contract. Here comes Toledo, Rhodes. They're not too far behind either.
And let's take a look here. Rhodes is still fourth. LJ has made it back up to fifth, and he is really charging there on Cody. Markle's sixth. Adam Flickinger seventh. Carrillo fighting off Fief for eighth as Quentin Moore rounds out the top 10. Jeremiah Dwayne 12th. Carter Friesen falling back. Look at Cole Baker. Started last. He's up towards the top 15. He's got Sam Young and Bishop right behind him.
Cole Baker gets the top 10 from starting last today. That's a win.
16th place right now on the track at lap 27. Cole Baker, man, he's on a mission. Andrew Rich just inside, or just outside the top 20 rather. Donovan Cage looking for a position on Peter Onjak.
I think we're not too far away from Matthew Logan playing a factor.
Edwin Mendez, 25th. There's Henry Sanford in 30th. Keith Rich, 33rd. Logan York actually catching Logan Gentry. And there's Matthew Logan. You mentioned it. Ellison got to his inside pretty easily. So the top two, Junior Motorsports Chevrolet Silverados, not going to be held up right now.
Baranowski's trying to get through. Goes low.
Oh, and Baranowskis might lose some time here. Nope, I think she'll be okay.
LJ got around Rhodes.
Indeed he did. LJ Toledo is flying too. Let's see a 24-4. About even with the leaders, but Catano is all over his teammate's bumper.
With the trap, little bump and run. That could have been a move for later in the race. We'll see.
LJ Toledo was a big-time mover back at Martinsville. That was before your time, Vince, but LJ had probably the fastest truck that day. And it looks like he might have been saving his stuff here today at Memphis, as Catano is trying to find a way around Ellison.
One thing about Memphis, it's a little wire track, so you do have to stay a little more tires with the way the banking works. It seems like everyone's starting to close in now.
Leland Fief up to 8th. Ibrahimium in 9th. Quentin Morris still 10th, as someone was in the top 10. Someone fell out of the top 10. Who was it?
KL.
Yael, that's right. Yael Carrillo down to 12th place. So right now as they run, the only playoff driver in the top 10 is Ellison. So even if Ellison were to not win today, a second, third place run would be very good for the playoffs in trying to advance to the round of 8.
He is building that buffer for sure. As Catano is just staying right behind the teammate of Ellison and just staying there.
Pit stops are likely approaching. Fall off has reached the second, as Toledo is now within a second of the leader. So the top 4 just about in a blanket.
Gentry up ahead. I don't think they will catch him unless he starts falling off bad. Look at this.
Catano is just all over James Ellison, but he just can't get the right run on his teammate.
Could it be planned, though? Could he just be seeing how this car looks ahead of him and plays it for later in the race, or goes, take a little strategy play, pit a lap early? We'll see.
Ellison's been leading the entire run. I don't think draft really helps you save fuel at a short track, but you never know. It could help you at least a lap. So Catano continuing on his bumper. Top 4 right here. Rhodes, Markle, Fief, and Ibrahimium are passing Adam Flickinger, so they've tossed the 88 to the outside.
Quentin Morris, Jeremiah, Dwayne coming.
And you can just see that the bottom is so much stronger on turn 4 versus 1 and 2, as Jeremiah Dwayne is looking to get into the top 10. And it looks like Flickinger will hold him off there. You see turn 2 versus turn 4. Turn 2 you can defend. Turn 4 you really can't. So Dwayne 11th and Carrillo in 12th. They're the next 2 up on the playoff drivers. And then Cole Baker has kind of mellowed out in 16th. Sam Young's looking for that position. Bishop 18th. And Friesen is 19th. As we've got pit stops, Logan's going to turn right into Bishop, trying to get down.
Ooh, that reminded me of North Wilkesboro. Remember, we had that Greg Torres, Cole Baker situation where Torres was out in front. He had a pit road problem out at the exit and cost him the race. So we might have to watch that on these cycle here.
Well, Matthew Logan pit way earlier than everybody else. Ellison and the leaders are still on track, so maybe Logan got some more damage, and he finally decided to bring it down pit road.
I don't know if you can. 38. I mean, you have to come down again. I think. I think everyone should make it on one stop today, which is good to see.
Well, that reckless abandon, I wonder if other drivers will move in the same manner. So far, though, nobody pit. Toledo has made it up to 3rd.
I think that's the best car of the day. Toledo just needs to get track position on this pit stop, and
all
it
right,
could be gone.
So we're halfway through the race, Vince. So if you pit any later than now, you are giving away track time.
I come in now. Oh, and Gentry's right there. I think you got to come in now. You don't want to be held up by that.
Catano's all over Ellison's bumper. It looks like the split in half strategy is not what the leaders are going to do.
Just stay and nip and tuck.
He's been all over Ellison's bumper the last 10 to 15 laps, it feels like.
Well, now, but Toledo won't take that as an answer. I think he'll go underneath.
Ibrahimian's been on the move. He's going to try and take 6th from Markle. As Ibrahimian is battling with Fief for 13th in the points. He's one of those guys up there. So's Michael Markle. So a couple of those just outside the playoff guys are having pretty good runs here today. We're on lap 43. Catano's going to make a move for the lead. And Cody Rhodes is pitting.
Smart move. Ibrahimian. There's more back there. We have a new leader in this race. It's Catano.
Lucas Catano takes the lead as pit stops begin. And LJ Toledo's going to look for second. But
guys are going to have to come in now. Rhodes might gain a lot of time.
Yep, who's going to pit this time by? Catano's coming in. Ellison's going to make a late move.
Oh!
And he'll pass Toledo doing so. Baran-Oscar's right on in behind Quentin Moore and others. Logan already pit. Gordon's going to make a late move here, side by side with Sanford. And that is the rest of the field. Friesen's one of the first ones down, so we have a two-stop group. Or two groups, rather. Cody Rhodes is the first one off pit road. Michael Markle, Adam Flickinger, Dylan Ibrahimian, Greg Torres, Friesen, Ice, Andrew Rich, Mendez, Keith Rich. So a couple of playoff guys there undercutting. We'll see if that gives them any time. So now, who is the first one off pit road? It will be Lucas Catano. And Ellison is waiting, and he's going to lose several positions.
There's Markle. There's Rhodes.
And Cody Rhodes right there behind Catano. I believe Jeff Toledo is a lap down. Yes, indeed he is. So Lucas Catano goes in the second group. And now he leads about a second over Cody Rhodes as Henry Sanford is still on pit road.
That's costly for Ellison.
Ellison will fall down to 8th.
Maybe 9th if Sanford's on the lead lap?
No, I believe Henry Sanford is a lap down. Indeed, he is. Troubles for playoff driver Henry Sanford came in as the most consistent playoff contender, won the regular season title. First race woes for Henry Sanford. He's running 37th right now. Jeff Toledo also a lap down, right on the bumper of Catano. And then Dylan Thomas fell a lap down as well. Nanico is officially out of the race. But Cody Rhodes in second place from the undercut.
Only thing with Rhodes now is that lap older tires, since everyone else will have the fresher stuff.
Right now, it's really not hurting him as Logan York is up ahead. He has not pit again yet. Or maybe he has. He just ran his fastest lap of the race. So I think Logan York just came down for his final stop. As there's more tread marks on the back straightaway. Not sure if that's from a different incident. We'll look at the incidents.
I think it is, yeah.
We'll look at the incidents at the conclusion of the race. It might be connected to the turn 3 one from earlier. So we'll go through the back of the field here just to see where all the playoff drivers are at. Donovan Cage, 27th. Keith Rich, 23rd. Mendez, 22nd. Andrew Rich, 20th. Bishop, 19th. Friesen, 17th. Carrillo, 15th. Dwayne, 13th. As Cole Baker is in 12th. With Sam Young, 11th. As Ellison is losing 9th to Ibrahimian, and he could lose more. So it was a strong, what was a strong first stint for Ellison. adjustments on pit stops. Now he's not even a top 10 car.
That thing's plowing tight now. I don't think he's got a shot right now to get back that top 10 the way it's going.
And he's over 6 seconds behind teammate Lucas Catano. So Ellison will fall out of the top 10. Cole Baker started 42nd, and he runs in 10th place.
It's a win for that team. I mean, to start last at a short track and to get in the top 10, no matter where you finish, that's a win.
So Priya McShane in 8th, having probably her best run of the season. She's at the bottom of the points. Henry Sanford again is a lap down. He's behind Michael Markle. Adam Flickinger 6th. Fief has made it up to 5th. With Baranauskas 3rd and LJ Toledo. Or no, Baranauskas 4th, LJ Toledo 3rd. And Cody Rhodes in 2nd. Just about a second behind Catano. As Catano is now extending his lead outwards.
Catano's on cruise control right now until we start seeing lappers.
And those lappers are closely coming. And we'll see how handling that lap traffic will affect Catano's race. Let's go and find some actual battles right now. Here's one. Leland Fief trying to hold off Adam Flickinger for 5th.
Flicker sends it in.
As looking at the running order, the top playoff driver now is Cole Baker in 10th.
What a turnaround. You start as the worst on the lap 1, and then after pit stops, you get to be the top at lap 58.
So Adam Flickinger will take 5th place away from Leland Fief. Fief will try and battle right back, trying to arc it down mid-corner. But Lucas Catano continuing to pull away from Cody Rhodes. As Cole Baker will pass Ibrahimium for 9th. What a remarkable drive by this 11 team.
33 spots on the day. That's a win right there. May not be done. I mean, he might catch his teammate, or her teammate, Priya McShane.
So Ibrahimium now last man in the top 10. Baker the top playoff driver. Sam Young in 11th. Lap truck of Dylan Thomas right there as Jeremiah Dwayne sits in 12th. And Ellison has fallen to 13th. So Ellison still 4th out of the playoff contenders right now. But starting from the pole and leading all those laps just to fall to 13th after pit stops is probably not what he wanted to see. As Carrillo is trying to get by teammate Greg Torres for 14th. Looking at the rest of the top 20, Ellison 4th of the playoff drivers, Carrillo 5th, then Friesen, Andrew Rich, Bishop, and Mendez are all in the top 20 right now. So that bad run for Henry Sanford in 37th is really amplified right now because everybody else is pretty much doing remarkable, aside from Cage in 27th and Keith Rich in 23rd. The rest are in the top 20.
We know what Cage is like next week anyway with the intermediates, so this is a little concerning for Sanford, but back at the front, Pano is just pulling away.
It's a 1.78 second lead now over Cody Rhodes, who is falling back to LJ Toledo. And we'll see if LJ gets by the 10 truck and Catano hits lap traffic, if that'll help Toledo catch the 9. Meanwhile, Andrew Rich is passing Carter Friesen for 17th.
Was Mendez underneath Bishop for 19th?
And maybe under Friesen for 18th.
2 for 1 here, and a 3 we'll find out. Friesen's going to run the outside, though. Should be able to clear. Oh!
He does. So Mendez will be stuck with 19th for now, as Ace Rogers looks to get into the top 20. We mentioned earlier, Quentin Morris' final truck race on the season, currently running 22nd. probably not the race he wanted. Looking at the point standings for Quentin Moore, through 5 races, 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, and an average finish of 13.4. So a pretty good first 5 races for the 3-car, with Moore in the seat as he'll try and get by Bishop here for 21st. So now Bishop outside the top 20. And LJ Toledo has chopped the lead under 3 seconds and more. The 52 truck is closing in.
Team to go. Does he have enough time?
And there's
It's
Matthew Logan. Let's take a look at the lap time board one last time. And officially it'll be Colt Hudson with a 23.498. And we mentioned Cole Baker moving through from the back. It shows right there, Vince, a 23.503. He's second on the board.
He's probably been running consistent lap times on this long run here. So I think if he had better track,
How about Logan York is third on the board with no hood?
yeah, I was gonna say that's Logan York with no hood. Like, that's crazy.
Ace Rogers fourth, Rhodes fifth, Mendez sixth, Keith Rich, Andrew Rich, Ibrahimian, Adam Flickinger. Your fast lap times, a total of 14 drivers under a 23.6, with a total of 34 under a 23.7.
Toledo is going to be on the road's back bumper in a couple of laps. I think he has the quickest car.
It's down to 2.47 seconds with 12 laps to go. I don't know if he has enough time to get by Cody Rhodes and Jeff Toledo to catch Lucas Catano, as Catano has had to deal with 0 lap traffic.
Hillary Sanchez might be the only one that Catano will catch by the end of this race. As Catano is still extending the gap, but Toledo is cutting that gap to second.
It's down to 2.34 seconds now as LJ will catch Cody Rhodes here. He's 2/10 faster than the 10 truck. I just think
Could have been that lap fresher tires too. That could have been it.
I just think time right now. I believe Catano and Toledo were on the same lap. It was only Cody Rhodes who pit a lap early. So LJ has something better on the long run than the 9 of Catano. Meanwhile, Adam Flickinger has passed Baranowskis for 4th, and Fief is looking for 5th.
Baranowskis might have made that Ellison adjustment just the wrong way. Got the track temperature wrong or overcorrected.
And Cole Baker is in 7th.
Cole Baker, run of the day, 35 positions up, top 10 fast lap, top 5 actually, and
top 3.
Top 3.
Meanwhile, Sam Young has the 35th quickest lap on the day, and he's running in 9th. So it doesn't really matter too much. Sam Young, I mean, the most consistent driver on the season without a win. It's not going to come today, but I mean, I would be surprised if he doesn't get one before the season's over.
Kind of poetic that Sam Young's been consistent on this run. He's been consistent all season.
But how about Cole Baker, man? Started 42nd up to 7th place here with 7 laps to go. Baranowskis down to 6th, but she's all over the bumper of Fief as Adam Flickinger starts to pull away in 4th. And LJ has made it by Cody Rhodes. It's down to 1.8 seconds, but he's still got Jeff Toledo. Can he get there?
I don't think so. He needs lap help, and I don't know if there's any lappers ahead.
Another 10th and a half. That time by. That's not enough. With 6 to go.
That'd only be 7.5, 8 tenths.
It'd be about another second, but that's it.
Boy, he's going to close a little bit this time.
Only about a 10th. He's slowing down. He might be burning his stuff up now, too, trying to catch Catano. I think it's just too little too late, as we'll come to 4 to go. Catano started this season off strong. I believe through the first 4 or 5 races, he was top 15, top 20 in the points. The things went wrong the rest of the way. He's fallen to 31st. But if he gets this win here today, he will most likely catapult either towards the top 25 or into the top 25.
Either way, now with 6 more races to go, and Hendrick looking at that possible option of replacement, this would just solidify a chance to build more momentum for this team. LJ just doesn't have enough. He's only going a tenth a lap at most.
Yeah, it's just not enough time for LJ Toledo. Another strong short track truck, though, for this 52 team.
You can see it right there on exit, or on entry and exit. He's just trying to send it in.
2 laps to go here at the start-finish line. And it's down another 10th and a half that lap. He's closing, but again, just no time to get by both Jeff Toledo and Catano.
Needed a 90-lap race, I think, and there was just no lap cars. The lap trucks really hurt Catano's wake. As we enter the white flag lap, Lucas Catano been dominant this second half.
3 top 5s, 5 top 10s before the race here today, as the leads chop down to 1.19 seconds. But Lucas Catano will make that 1 win, 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s, as he'll get his first career win here at Memphis. It's Lucas Catano getting the W. Top playoff driver on the day, Cole Baker in 7th after starting in last.
Definitely a win for that team as they enter the pits.
Standings are official. LJ Toledo coming home short in 2nd. Cody Rhodes 3rd. Adam Flickinger 4th. Leland Fief in 5th. Baranowska 6th. Cole Baker 7th. McShane 8th, Dwayne 9th, and Sam Young 10th, so a total of 3 playoff drivers in the top 10. 4th highest on the playoff guys is Ellison in 12th after leading most of the first run. Andrew Rich will come home 15th. Yael Carrillo 17th, was running in the top 10 early. RJ Bishop 19th as well. Mendez 20th. Keith Rich 22nd. Donovan Cage 25th. Carter Friesen fell to 26 there at the end. And Henry Sanford with woes, 38th for the regular season champion. And then the only DNF, Casey Nanico. We still have to look at that incident, so without further ado, let's go take a look at that. All right, guys, we're taking a look at the wreck that happened back on lap 8, I believe. And Nico Tringali just doesn't judge the gap right here, and he's going to clip Casey Nanico into his teammate Matthew Logan. Up the track, the two of them go. Tringali gets a piece. Those two spin out, and then behind them,
York.
We'll rewind this just a wee bit, but Logan York does the same thing to Toby McCoy.
You see he's going to get into it.
And Max
Slight
Anderson,
contact.
yeah, slight contact with Anderson, and then 34's around, and the 33 has nowhere to go, and they all just piled in. So 2 separate 2-truck incidents makes it a 4-truck incident, technically 5, counting Tringali, but that is that one. And then there's a spin somewhere that was not connected to this, so we'll go see if we can figure what that was. All right, we found the mystery spin. It was back on lap 47. Gene Sanford, Quentin Moore, Benjamin Ice all racing for position here. And on corner exit, Quentin's just going to barely clip the quarter panel of Gene Sanford and spins her around.
Well, bump and run gone wrong.
And Sanford will not be hit by anybody, but she'll lose a ton of positions. As I already forgot where she finished, but this dropped her from 19th to 29th. So that's really it. There's nothing else to look at. Lucas Catano is your winner here at Memphis today. And me and Vince will see you for the Cup race tomorrow, 100 laps of action, second race in round 1 for the Digital Storm Cup Series playoffs.